on the 20th of September.
Okay.
Last time we had a very successful site visit, and now another one is coming that will be on the 20th of September. So make sure that you call Purity right now on 0727 286 818. Call her right now and tell her that you want to join us for the site visit. And how do you join us for the site visit? You join us for the site visit by number one, calling Purity. Secondly, booking a plot. You book a plot with only 15,000 Kenyan shillings. 15,000 Kenyan shillings. You can book a plot, and once you book this plot, that 15,000 Kenyan shillings will be facilitating your transport to and from Malindi. That means everything that you'll be using at Malindi will be catered for. The meals, because immediately we arrive at Malindi, you'll have breakfast, and after breakfast, we'll have lunch, and we'll have a tour through Malindi. That means you is listening to me. If you join us, you'll get a chance also to visit some of the beautiful coastal the beaches at Malindi through MALAA Investments Limited. Now, for a 50 by 100 at Zuri Gardens phase number 8, we are giving you at a cash offer of only 95,000 Kenyan shillings. Only 95,000 Kenyan shillings. And I know that there is someone listening to me with a phone even more expensive than this piece of land. So make sure that you invest with us right now. So deposit is 50,000 Kenyan shillings, and for a 50 by 100, we are giving you at a cash offer of only 95,000 Kenyan shillings. And for the one saying that I don't have the 95,000 Kenyan shillings, karibu imara, we say shamba kwa wote. That means you can make some installment every month, make some installments, and the installment offer is only
599,000 Kenya shillings. Deposit 100,000 Kenya shillings, balance in 6 months. The prices are title deed inclusive. Join the daily site visits. Call 0717 444 333. MALAA, shamba kwa wote, title kwa wote.
Yes.
And Bonakale, I'm more interested in Ziwani.
Ziwani. Now, this is the perfect place for you. If you're looking for a place to build a holiday home, a place to do some B&Bs at Malindi, a place to do a resort that is just a few meters from the ocean, Ziwani Beach View Gardens phase number 2 is here for you, our listeners. And this is one of our very best pieces of land we've ever had at Malindi, because we are talking of a piece of land whereby right now as we speak, our clients are already developing on this piece of land. That means you who is listening to me, if you buy that piece of land right now, you'll be finding your immediate neighbor, the next plot, is already building his home, his holiday home, because you have clients already who are already developing on this piece of land. That means this is the perfect piece of land for you if you want to settle immediately. So Ziwani Beach View Gardens phase number 2 is here for you. We are talking of a piece of land that is only 10 minutes drive from Malindi CBD. We are talking of a piece of land that is only 700 meters from the Indian Ocean. That means you have a very beautiful view of the ocean. Secondly, we are talking of a piece of land that is only 300 meters from Malindi Watamu Road. That means this piece of land is at a place called Kaswarina. Kaswarina is quite famous because we have several things that are happening at Kaswarina. One of it being, there is a very famous governor who has a very beautiful resort at the entrance to our piece of land. That means you is listening to me, there are people who are already settled here. We have neighbors already even on this piece of land. The who's and who's have already invested in this piece of land. Something that I mentioned is that anytime that we are acquiring a piece of land, we have to look at its future. And how do you see the future of a piece? Invest in this place and build a very beautiful hotel. If one of the most influential political leader in this nation, also an opposition leader, he has a very big resort worth 500 million Kenyan shillings at a place called Mayungu. Mayungu is just a few minutes from Kaswarina. That means if that leader can invest here, that means there is something that our leaders are seeing that is going to happen at Kaswarina. So you who is listening to me, take the step right now, because we always say that land is appreciating at a very good rate. And the truth is that 9 out of 10 billionaires have made their riches through land investment. So you who is listening to me, take that step right now and become a landowner. So Ziwani Beach View Gardens is here for you, our listeners. We are talking of a piece of land that is only 700 meters from the ocean. We are talking of a piece of land that is 10 minutes drive from Malindi CBD. We are talking of a piece of land that is only 300 meters from the Malindi Watamu Road. It's a gated community. That means you have gated the whole of this piece of land. There are gates actually. To access this piece of land, you'll have to get permission. That means there is security in this piece of land, and that is why people are already settling on this piece of land. Now, this piece of land, the wonderful thing is that there are several things that you can do, as I had mentioned earlier. Number one, you can build your holiday home. We always say the best place to retire when that time comes is not Limuru, whereby there is a lot of cold. The best place for your retirement is Malindi. That warmth suits that age. So come and invest at Malindi. Secondly, you can build a resort at Malindi, because our immediate neighbors right there are resorts. Thirdly, you can build some Airbnbs so that you can rent out. And actually, I was talking to one of the clients who is developing on his piece of land right now, and he was saying that I'm building a holiday home, and how I'm going to do this is that from January to November, I'll be renting it out, and December it will be me in my own house. So that means that person has already seen the future, that from January to December, that holiday home will be earning him a lot of money. But when it comes to December, he himself won't be paying to stay at Malindi. He'll be staying at his own place. So you look at the future to you who is listening to me, and call Purity right now on 0727 286 818. Call her right now and tell her that I want to book a flight, because the wonderful thing, Bramwell, is that if you book a plot at Ziwani Beach View Gardens, we are taking you via flight. We say it's breakfast at Malindi, lunch at Malindi, but supper at your own home. Exactly.
My dear listener, that is why I told you, there comes a season when money stops sitting idle and starts working for you.
Kabisa.
This is your season, my dear listener. Call Purity and get yourself a share of Malindi. 0727 286 818. And the beauty is, Caleb and his team, they are ready to take you to Malindi. 20th of September 2025, all roads are headed to Malindi, all right? Yes, 20th of September. So book your slot now, my dear listener. 0727 286 818 is the number. Don't you forget, this is where pride meets purpose. Okay? Bwana Kennedy.
Yes.
I can see you smiling on the other end.
Yeah.
Right? Caleb is oozing wisdom. This young man.
Very wise. Yeah, we thank God for that.
We thank God for that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Thank you so much.
Kennedy,
Yes.
other than Malindi,
Yeah.
I'm sure pia bado muko hapa Joska.
Tuko hapa tu. Actually, it is only 45 minutes.
Exactly.
From CBD.
All right.
And the best thing about the place, one thing I've really enjoyed the place, I've noted the most and the biggest circles of transport are there. Actually, I've realized there are more than 10.
Look at that.
So that means there are more people who are going there, who have invested there. So that's why we are telling our dear investors, we are bringing you to a place that is well developed, a place you're able to build your family as you continue progressing in life. And not only that, a place that is very serene, very cool from outside Nairobi disturbance. You are able to raise your family there. And I'm talking about, we have two projects there. I'm talking about the Gemcourt Gardens, and I'm talking about Sunrise Gardens. And the best thing about the place, our parcels, number one, are well fenced. And the concept there actually is an estate. It is that aspect, estate. A place that is well developed. When it comes to water, it is there. When it comes to electricity, it is there. Struggling. And then the best thing about Joska MALAA's plots, where in terms of material wise, they are easily available. And then there is about connectivity of roads. I usually tell our dear investors who are listening, our dear listeners, that the parcels, you are able to connect. When you are in Joska MALAA, you are not necessarily, you don't need to come to Thika Road when you want to access Mulima. You don't need to come to Thika Road. You use the Greater Eastern Bypass that is able to connect all the way from Garissa, all the way from Mombasa Road, using Kagunda Road, you're able to connect to Thika Garissa all the way to Keno Marwa. So that's about connectivity. Why, as a wise investor, I'm telling you, you should invest in Joska MALAA. Number one is about connectivity. Number two, our parcels, we have done what we call value addition. As I was saying, how we acquire a piece of land, we have done water, we have done electricity. So you are coming a place where it is well developed. You are able to raise your family there. Then another thing, our parcels, like the one that is in Gem Court Gardens,
the value additions in the project
serene,
includes
with
well
great
done
neighborhood.
fence,
We are
gate,
next to
access
an
roads,
estate called
water
Verona
and
Estate.
electricity.
And
The
there
neighborhood
is
is
an
well
upcoming
established
mall.
and
So
learning
that I'm telling
institutions
our
are
dear
in the
investor, you don't need
vicinity.
to go to
Get a
look
50
somewhere
by
to buy your
100
things
plot
like you
at
go to
an
Roy.
introductory cash price of
Just next to your door, there is a
549,000
mall
Kenya
that is
shillings.
upcoming. And our
Installment
parcels there that is in Gem Court.
599,000 Kenya
Actually,
shillings.
our plots are
Deposit
50 by 100
100,000
as
Kenya
our
shillings.
marketing director has
Balance in
told us.
6
And
months.
for
The
50 by
prices
100
are
in
title
Gem Court
deed
Garden, a
inclusive.
place
Join the
even there are
daily
people who
site
have
visits.
started developing.
Call
We have a cash
0717
offer,
444
which is
333.
800,
Imara Lands,
930,000.
shamba kwa wote, title kwa wote. Achieve your dream of owning a prime land in Kangundo Road. Imara Land Investment Limited present to you Sunrise Gardens, Joska, MALAA. This is a brand new project located 45 minutes from Nairobi CBD and 4 kilometers from Kangundo Road. The value additions in the project includes well-done fence, gate, access roads, water and electricity. The neighborhood is well established and learning institutions are in the vicinity. Get a 50 by 100 plot at an introductory cash price of 549,000 Kenya shillings. Installment 599,000 Kenya shillings. Deposit 100,000 Kenya shillings. Balance in 6 months. The prices are title deed inclusive. Join the daily site visits.